Buddy Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the New York City Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for tonight's main event. 12 rounds among heavyweights. And now the time. Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Why is the hook, when done properly and when landed really well, one of the most dangerous punches in all boxing?
Because the fighter who's fighting doesn't see it coming. You know, it requires good peripheral vision. It's coming from the side, not right down the middle. It's not coming in that front door. And when it hits you where you don't see it coming, it is devastating.
Missed the body shot. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. A shooting right hand by the assassin. And now he's targeting upstairs. We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, it gets...
The assassin's damaged by a right hand.
That's not where you want to be.
He's in bad shape. He's on wobbly legs. Teddy, he's got to tie up.
If he can. See, that's up to his opponent, Joe. It's not automatic that he's going to get what he wants to tie up. If his opponent steps back a little bit, he can keep this offense going.
The assassin's a big shot there. Not a good sign. He goes to the canvas for the first time tonight.
One, get to your feet. Two.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Holmes. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. I think you can just sense right away that strategy is going to be key here. This isn't going to be some wild type raw. This is going to be a very technical, strategic type fight.
Absolutely, Joe. Each guy waiting for the other one to make the first mistake.
Goes up top with a right hand. Holmes has got to prove a few things here. Number one, he's got to prove to his opponent that he's on good ground after being knocked down in the last round. But he's also got to prove it to the referee, too.
Yeah, he does. And his corner. Because his corner, I just noticed, they put that towel over their shoulder. So they know the condition their fighter's in. They know their responsibility, and they're ready to act on it.
Headshot lands, was a hook. A little head hunting with the right. Solid left hand to the head. Well timed by Holmes. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Halfway through round number 2. Not able to land the headshot. The assassin's going to think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good solid counter. Good solid right hand by the assassin. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Good right hand.
Side to side.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot And then comes back with an uppercut. End of the round here. And as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was. And, you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Nice block by Merciless.
Let's see some more headroom. Let's see some more headroom. Get out of the way.
Way to block there. Holmes' right hand scores well that time. Right to the body. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Good accuracy with that uppercut. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. There's the hook. Scores well to the head with the right hand. Holmes' defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Holmes is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. The Assassin's doing a really good job of being defensively sound, of being patient, and waiting for that golden opportunity for some offense to come in the mix.
Well, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting for a mistake to be made. You know, he wants a lead out of his opponent right now so he can make a miss and bang, come right back with that hook.
Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Merciless is banged by an uppercut. And this round comes to an end.
Relax. This fight is so close. It's really close. Let those hands go, all right? Let them go. This is the time. We need to outpunch this fucking guy.
Start of round number 4 as we look at Teddy's scorecard. I think this is pretty much what we expected. We thought it would be a good, fair, competitive, balanced fight, and it's even so far.
No, not much to separate the two fighters. Right now, both of them working on the outside using the jab. I think it's going to come down to, does one guy decide to have a more educated jab? Maybe.
Merciless is in a bad place right now. He was tagged. And now he scores well with a straight right. Very nice defensive guard there.
Nice work.
He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Teddy, he may go down just by stumbling the way he's bumbling around this ring.
Well, he's got to stop moving. Actually, you never want to fight on the ropes. This is one time he probably needs to be on the ropes just to steady him and then move his head a little bit. That might be his only shot.
There's that overhand right. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Holmes' right hand working well that time. He scored well. Holmes is proving to be elusive. A good block. Little head knocking with that right hand. Nice block by Merciless. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well.
You need to move your head more, okay? Side to side. Lean to the side, then boom! Counter punch. You have to start throwing more in volume in there. Throw in volume.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. Takes a step back, then the counterpunch by the Assassin.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
The Assassin's able to get to the inside, and when he does get there, boy, he packs a lot with that uppercut.
Well, hey, you're right, Joe. He does pack a lot because he's able to really snap that shoulder up. He's able to get real torque. You know, he pivots in the hip. You know, he brings it up from the ground.
That's a solid right hand by Holmes. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. You see, he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot. The Assassin's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Good right hand by the Assassin. Merciless is stunned and he is hurt. Oh, that uppercut. Big shot comes crashing home. Up off the deck and now in control. He scores a knockdown of his own.
And he turned it around because when his opponent scored the knockdown, he got a little careless, a little lazy.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Nice solid left hand scored by Holmes. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. Nice work blocking that, and then an uppercut of his own. And that's the end of round 5. Listen, he's a veteran guy. He knows the truth of the situation. That's a really bad cut. The kind of cut that can end a fight.
Yeah, he has to gamble right now. You know, just got last call in the casino. They just said, you know, you got 3 more rolls of the dice. He's got to roll them. He's got to blow on them. He's got to do everything.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than...
He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow. A stabbing right hand comes in by Merciless. And now he's targeting upstairs. And he returns on that exchange. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. And he engages in the clinch. The Assassin's tagged by a hook. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Well, this could play a real detrimental effect in terms of cutting his wind, taking away his air, because he's bleeding in his mouth and he could swallow a lot of that. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. There's a straight right hand. Protecting his head well with his guard. And that's the end of round 6. We hear about guys being calm and cool when the pressure's on. With that eye completely shut, the pressure is on.
Yeah, this is where you're really ultimately being tested as a fighter, as a human being, as a man.
Halfway through the scheduled rounds here. Straight right was lined up, but he missed. There's another left hand from him. He got hit, but he sends it right back. The assassin showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Still no defense out of him. Still no ability to stop this onslaught. He's taking serious damage.
And you got to worry about his future because the damage he's taking right now for tonight, okay, we understand that, but how is this going to impact him for the future? That's where you're starting to get into a danger zone right now.
Teddy, you've been in this spot before as a trainer. Your fighter gets rocked, and then you got to make a decision. Do we stick with the game plan, the style, the way that we were, or do we make a complete adjustment? Which way do you go?
Well, the first thing is obviously you make sure the guy's all right to send them out there. Then when you send them out there, you better send them out there with something. You know, you don't send the guy out into the cold with no coat on, so you better send them out there with some advice. You definitely make a change so he can feel confident that it's not going to happen again. You make an adjustment.
And you can see he's done just that. We've seen it many times before, and maybe this will be the time for him when you realize just how bad a cut is, where it puts you in that desperation mode, that instant offense mode, that there's a certain urgency that has to be had.
You know, it's funny you say that because sometimes fighters need a little fire to be lit underneath them. And that might be the case right now. You hate it to come from a cut, but if this gets him to start being a little bit more fiery and go out there and get things going a little bit more, then it serves the purpose in that way.
7 rounds in the book so far. We look at Teddy's scorecard. Holmes is in good shape. He is leading on Teddy's scorecard, but a lot of action still to come. This is where things can change halfway through a fight.
Yeah, this could be a danger zone. You know, the danger zones, a lot of people, whatever they do, they see them, you know, late in a fight or maybe very early in a fight. In the middle part, they think they're past that. You're not past that. You stop doing what you're doing, and this can turn on you very fast.
Good counter punch. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. All right, what's the answer here, Teddy? I mean, time and time again, he is getting hit with headshots by that right hand.
The answer is not going to help him. The answer is to go back to the gym and be taught properly how to get away from that punch. Probably too late now.
Merciless is cracked by a shot upstairs. Well-targeted left hand by Merciless. 1-2, 1-2. Good combination to the body. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. He just missed that shot up top.
He's tired.
Up top with the right hand. And round 8 comes to an end. You know, Teddy, I'm looking at that cut as he's in the corner now, and it doesn't look good at all. Do you think he thinks he has to go out there and try to end this fight?
Not only does he think it, I think he's right. I think that he probably has very little time left before the referee or the doctor's going to stop this. And he needs to be thinking that way if he's not.
Well-placed counter punch by Holmes. You see how he timed that overhand right after blocking the shot. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Hits him in the mug with the right. A little give and taken. Here comes the left hand. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. The assassin showing us a great display of one of the best elements of defense, Teddy, and that is your ability to make your man miss by moving your head.
And now what his opponent has to do is he has to understand, hopefully he's been taught this, that yeah, the head moves, but the body doesn't. The body is stationary right in front of you. Right now his opponent should not be going to that head. He should be going downstairs.
Use the jab.
Holmes is crushed by a huge uppercut. We knew the cut was bad. Now it ends the night. A TKO victory. The cut was just too much to go on with.